refreshing my skills in business and marketing, doing an online course with Harvard University.
Wow.
And I was looking for something a little bit different that I could do apart from digital marketing. And that was when you pop up.
In the best possible way. I love it.
Yeah, so advertising, and I just went in more curious about your wonderful marketing strategy.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And I thought it's one of those things when, I knew that it was done for the masses, but at the same time, it felt so individual.
Good.
You're talking to me. It's an email that is going to everyone, but the message was for me.
How perfect.
And I'm sure quite a few of you have felt that way, which I'm very grateful for. So I came for, that was a Foundation Self-Coaching weekend.
Yeah.
And I remember asking a couple of questions back then, Diego, and I said to him, so is this thing good? Is this coach good for business? And he's like, yes. And I asked Joe, is this going to get me in front of people? Because I would like to talk in front of people. And he's like, yes. Okay, sign me up for the Pro Coach thing.
The big one, the big thing.
The big thing. From experience, I knew that investing in whatever you wanted to expand was important.
Yeah.
And for me, it was an investment. And it was definitely like the money was back fully, entirely before, like in 6 months.
Wow, well done.
Yeah, so.
So you earned back $25,000 in less than 6 months?
It was more than that, yeah.
It was more than that, of course it was.
Yeah.
Give her a hand. Come on, it's amazing.
Thank you. So I had also a 2-year-old.
Wow.
So just in case that you're thinking, I don't have time. So I had one business full-time, 2 more going on. I was kind of doing extra hours. I had a child, 2 years old, and I was studying. So I wanted to do something more. And that was it. But the thing is, unless I did something there, I would be doing the same thing today, 4 years later. So today I only have 2 businesses.
Only?
Yeah. As in, like, when I say only, it's because one of them, with the skills that I learned here, I put it on automatic. So I don't even count it. It's just passive income coming in.
Well done. Congratulations.
And that was from business skills.
Yes. Wonderful.
So, I knew that education will take me to another level. The one thing I didn't have was the thing that I had to invest. So, didn't have time. Nothing was going to change if I didn't invest to get it back. So, it's been 4 years, and now I have time. I'm not working as much anymore. I'm spending time with my family, which is a great value. Like, I'm seeing my kid grow up. I'm playing with him, and
you're
picking him up from
amazing.
school. Yeah.
One of the things I really loved about you the whole time is you're just so passionately into our community, and you support us so much, and you support other coaches so much. So to be able to acknowledge that publicly is really awesome. Thank you so much for all you give to our community. You're amazing. You really are.
Thank you.
You are. You're phenomenal. You're so generous, and you shine such a light on what's possible. I've seen some of your posts and think you are just every single day. You don't just do the good thing. You share how you did it. You play it forward to others so they can model it. You're constantly an example of what's possible. I admire you so much.
Thank you. It's so much what you learn when you help others, when you actually have that phone call, someone is putting their hand up saying, help, I need to learn how to present this proposal to a business. And having that conversation with that person expands your own version of what that looks like, and helping them solve the problem takes you to another level too. It helps you understand, so when I am in that situation, then I can solve it too, personally and in business as well.
Yeah. Well done. You're amazing. Now, how are you doing financially?
Good. So as I said before...
so I've had questions all weekend. Do you make any money doing this? Do we teach you business?
Yeah, totally. So the initial part of me joining was to create another sort of stream of income. And that happened quite quickly without even realizing. So I was signing the first retainer. It was actually a $50-something thousand within the 6 months with one of the programs.
So I'm just going to pause. None of you are going, wow, or anything. This woman went from, I've been in rooms where people are taking in and they still manage to articulate. So I'm going to call you out. This woman overcame her fears, joined the program and went from zero to a $50-something thousand retainer in less than 6 months. It deserves your noise. Fucking well done. Well done. Amazing.
By the way, at the Foundations of Coaching Success, I didn't know what rapport meant. I was sitting there going like, okay, third language. I have to learn a third language. So English obviously is not my first language. And maybe Kim, even like from one of the mentors here, she remembers from those sessions when my English improved. That's what I'm getting to. My English improved as a result of studying coaching, which is a great thing. Yeah. But also, coaching was that third language that I had to learn. So it was kind of completely out of. I was showing up in rooms and going like, what are they talking about? What is this? Like, what is this like word? What does it mean? And it's that level of naiveness, like showing up and just going there and saying, yes, of course I can do it. Think about the future self. Like, if I think of myself 4 years ago about today sitting here with you, is this, like, if I go back and I tell myself, what is it that you need to do now, I would do it exactly how I did it. Trusting the system, showing up. Keep showing up. Nothing will make sense the first time. Maybe a little bit more the next time. A little bit more and a little bit more. And the more it makes sense, you grow financially because you start to practice. And the more you grow also personally. And people notice it around you. They go like, wow, you've changed. What's going on? Which is good and bad. Some people go like, you've changed. I don't like you anymore. But some people go like, wow, you've really, like, you're more human. Oh, that was my experience.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. It's amazing. One of the things I love about you is your warmth and your generosity. And I think that's just a key attribute to being successful in coaching. Can you talk to that? Because, people who think they can stay shut down and protected and hidden and still coach, I don't see a connection there. Can you talk to that at all, or what would be your experience of your very natural warmth? Is that something you've had to develop?
So I'm at the S in DISC.
Huh?
I'm at the S.
You're at S energy, so you're...
I'm mostly D and then S.
So steadiness and dominance.
Dominance, which means that I tend to see the big picture and then I use my mother archetype to make that happen. So very caring. One of my top values is generosity, and I believe, and it might sound a little bit woo-woo, but like giving, it's only, because you give, you don't get depleted. You just grow. So as you do that, with generosity you give, you just kind of receive, you just expand, which is a really good thing. And it's something I experienced. That's why I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I finished the course, but I'm kind of procrastinating, saying I'm still a student.
No one graduates. They just keep joining on the Masters Academy program.
Yeah. So I'm excited now about hearing you are doing advanced skills, because then I'll be in the room as a student. And that's fabulous, because then I know there's another level for the next retainer that I'm signing up, that I'm going to have another thing to talk about.
You haven't heard about this yet. We're running an emotional intimacy program next year as well, separate from core, that I think you might like.
Well, when I go to my members area, I have pages and pages and pages of all the programs I've joined. And from all of those, I've gotten enough to give to my clients. Which is it's a mindset, studying, and some people are very organized and compliant. I'm not. But what I know is that I could just, if a client had a problem, if they needed to solve something, I would just go and search. And there's so much content, information, and resources, not only written and audios and videos, but the community, generosity. So talking about generosity, you write literally one question and you get people saying, I mean, I'll help you. What do we need to do? What we can do?
Yeah.
So that's been my experience
Yeah.
in terms of generosity.
We've had that experience since Facebook began, that
Yeah.
community. We just keep, and Tish manages and monitors it, as you know.
Yeah.
We're all into, we be here to serve.
Yeah.
We're here to serve and we're here to be championed.
Yeah.
And I can see you really living that. It's beautiful. Isn't she extraordinary human being? Amazing. So we need to wrap up because it's lunchtime. Can I thank you so much for all you do? You're just extraordinary human being. I love that you're with us. We're so lucky that you chose us. I know there's plenty of places you could have gone and you chose us. It's our win. You make us better for you being with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
That's it.
Very grateful to you. This is for you. You should go down the middle aisle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I meant to mention this earlier. Good point. Thank you. Wasn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? She's still here. She's fabulous. So, did you hear that banging?
Someone's mic, probably taking Angelica.
Oh, it was the mic. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to have lunch for at least an hour, for about an hour, from 2 till 3, then we'll be back. But for those of you who want to, you can go grab some lunch, make it a box lunch, be back in here. And I'm just going to do an open mic Q&A for all our students, all the people who just joined us, all the people who are thinking of joining us, and walk you through some of the structural aspects of our programs, just some of the nitty-gritty logistical stuff that you might want